So hi, my name is Lauren Brown. I'm a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine.
And my name is Kaylee McIsaac. I'm a naturopathic physician. We both work at Acubalance Wellness Center here in Vancouver, BC.
And we're passionate about helping men and women conceive healthy babies, so optimizing their fertility. Mm-hmm. And we're here to talk about diet and tasty recipes to help optimize your fertility, help optimize that egg quality and that sperm quality.
Mm-hmm. We always talk to patients at Acubalance about when we're trying to optimize your fertility, really there's three components that we're focusing on: healthy eggs, healthy sperm, and a healthy uterine environment. And your diet is really the foundation that sort of sets the stage for your body to be able to create really great optimal versions of those components.
And we wrote a book back in 2010 they called the Acubalance Fertility Diet. And then here in 2020, we have a revised edition of the Acubalance Fertility Diet. And it was originally based on a landmark study by the Harvard Nurses Study, where they looked at thousands of nurses over several years, and they showed eating a certain way, which we include in the Acubalance Fertility Diet, can increase a woman's fertility by sixfold.
Mm-hmm, which is super impressive, right? You're putting food into your body every day, no matter what. But the choices that you make, what goes on that plate and what you choose to put in your body can really significantly influence the likelihood that you'll fall pregnant and carry to term a really healthy baby.
And we want it to be playful and enjoyable. So the first edition, which I was highly involved in 2010 edition of the Acubalance Fertility Diet, Kaylee shared with me that it didn't taste so good, the recipes. The theory was sound, right?
That's right, yeah.
But the food wasn't so great. And I will confess, I don't cook. So I chose recipes that met the theory but didn't taste so great. And Kaylee, you cook.
Mm-hmm, that's right, yeah. So we chose to update it this year, 2020, so 10-year anniversary of writing the first version of this book. We updated, so all of the recipes are actually something that you might choose to eat every single day. So you don't feel like you're on a really restrictive diet when it comes to your fertility. There's lots of variety and lots of really delicious food that you can be eating on a regular, everyday basis and forget that you're eating specifically for your fertility.
And actually, this can be, we always discuss how this can be an anti-cancer diet, anti-insomnia diet, weight management diet, because the principles are about promoting health. And in this case, optimizing your fertility, but they're used to promote health in general.
Mm-hmm. It's very true. The diet that we sort of promote or talk to our patients about is really high in a few key ingredients and components. When we put together the Acubalance Fertility Diet, what we basically did was we looked at the totality of the research. Like, what does the research say about the way that you should be eating to improve your fertility? And there are actually more than one diet style that have been shown to improve fertility in the research. But they all kind of have a handful of components in common, which is what we sort of took from the research, and that's the basis of the Acubalance Fertility Diet.
So when you look at a lot of the diets, there's lots of fad diets out there as well. So how can they all help? And so what we looked at is, what do they have also in common? And so when you follow these principles, you're going to tend to be on the spectrum of going into that vitality, that health, that optimize your fertility. So the key principles that are common in a lot of diets that show benefit for health, and it's included in the Acubalance Fertility Diet, is no processed food, no refined flour, no added sugar. Those are things you want to avoid and minimize greatly. And then you want to have lots of veggies in your diet, and then good fats and high quality protein.
So that's what all of the recipes in our book focus on, making sure that you're first and foremost getting about 50% of every single plate of food to be made up of fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are really key in the fertility diet because they're incredibly high in antioxidants. One of the things that we know significantly can hinder egg quality and sperm quality for men and women is a low antioxidant cellular environment coming from a low antioxidant diet. So the more vegetables that you can pack into your day, the more you know you're supporting the quality of the egg cells and the sperm cells.
So that's why we want these colorful fruits and vegetables, these antioxidants, because it protects the body, the egg and sperm in particular. Think of this oxidative stress as like body rust. And so this is a way to kind of clean that up and have a protective environment for your cells, and in this case, egg and sperm cells.
Mm-hmm. So we pair lots of vegetables. It's about 50% of what you want to be putting into your system. About 25% of your plate should be a high quality protein. As Lauren mentioned, you may choose to eat animal protein or you may choose to not eat animal protein. We can work with either. We just make sure that you're getting a high quality protein source at every meal. Helps to stabilize
and what do you
blood
think
sugar.
of the high quality of protein? What are we looking for? Or how would we find this in the grocery store?
Mm-hmm. So if you're shopping for meat, the quality of the animal protein is important. So where was it pastured? Did it grow up on a farm? Did it, grow up in a factory farm? So ideally, we're choosing like pastured, free range, higher quality animal protein. Also important is what the animal eats. So we want to make sure that if something is a grazing animal, that it's grazed outside. It actually changes the components of the fats, the makeup of the fats in an animal protein when you choose it from a high quality pastured organic source.
So, these essential fatty acids you may be familiar with, we want them to be more anti-inflammatory. So you get the omega-3s when the animal has been, grazing and out roaming and being fed versus eating a grain diet. Mm-hmm. Higher concentration of the coenzyme Q10, which has been shown to help optimize both egg and sperm quality. So not only if you're going to eat an animal protein, you do want to make sure it's been grass-fed, free range, and ideally, not loaded with antibiotics and hormones, because that will change the quality. Hence, we want a high-quality animal protein.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then the third component of your plate of food would be in the grains category. So you can eat grains or not eat grains if you so choose. If you're going to, though, you ideally want to consume grains and starchy vegetables as the last 25% of your plate. Those types of carbohydrates are what we call slow carbohydrates or gentle carbohydrates because they very minimally affect your blood sugar, especially when you pair them with a meal that's got lots of fat and protein in it. The very last component of your plate of food should be a healthy source of fat. Fats serve as precursors for every single hormone that you manufacture in your body. So whether we're talking about testosterone for sperm quality or progesterone for women to support the beginning stages of a really healthy pregnancy, we need tons of fats in our diet in order to manufacture adequate amounts of all of these hormones.
So it's been a fad for a while, low fat, and we're saying that is not conducive for optimizing fertility. So you do want to have the good fats. There are bad fats and there are good fats.
Mm-hmm. And it's based on both whether or not that fat has been damaged or potentially damaged by oxidative stress, that same type of stress we're trying to fight in the body, but also how they may or may not contribute to hormonal balance and stability. So we love fats like olive oil, which is used in the recipe that we're talking about today. We love coconut fat, also used in this recipe here. And then depending on the recipe, we would sort of select a high quality fat. All of the fats that we use in all of the recipes in this fertility guide are approved.
Yes, they're good fats. Fertility optimizing.